You were leaving for a while?
Would it be possible for me to see Mrs. Davidson? She was going to see about getting a special lamp for my cell.
Oh, well, I'll ask her for you.
Yeah, well, I'd rather do it myself if you don't mind. It is fairly urgent.
Well, I don't know whether she's in her office at the moment, but if you come with me, we'll see.
Hey, Betty, the women in D section have just about finished making up their own brew. Smells great.
Oh, God, I hope not. If the screws get wind of it, there will be a stink.
Well, I think it's just disgusting, all that evil booze lying around waiting for some unfortunate to fall under its affluence.
Influence.
Wonder where they stashed it. Somewhere obvious, I'll bet.
Oh, no, it's in the old storeroom in D section.
Will you two shut up? Can't you see where you are? You want the lag to earn herself a few more privileges?
Mrs. Jackson tells me you're rather anxious about your lamp.
Yes, that's right, Mrs. Davidson. It's rather urgent. You see, the light in my
Given
cell...
permission to David Austin to bring one in. As far as I know, he should be arriving with it this afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Come along.
Mrs. Davidson in?
Yes, but I don't know whether she wants to be disturbed.
I don't think she'll mind when she finds out what I've got to report. You see, I've just discovered something about a certain storeroom in D block.
In view of the evidence presented, I am inclined to give you the benefit of the doubt as to the extreme pressures brought to bear by the deceased before his death. The fact that you pleaded guilty to manslaughter also stands in your favor. However, the taking of a life deserves serious consideration. Vivian Ann Williams, under the circumstance, I am prepared to release you on a bond that you be of good behavior for a period of 3 years. Caroline Margaret Simpson, I am also prepared to release you on a bond to be of good behavior for a period of 5 years.
The sly grog set up in D block.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. It was all so sudden. 1 minute the women were brewing up and stacking it away, and the next thing the place was crawling with screws. Caught 'em red-handed.
There you are, you see. I warned them. Beware of the dangers of alcohol. I knew it'd catch up with them. But I thought that storeroom was never used. How did the screws get onto them?
Well, how do you think? Kerry bloody Vincent, of course. I warned you two this afternoon. There you were, standing outside her cell, blabbing your heads off. And last night in the dining room, Doreen was yapping her head off with that bitch only a few feet away from her.
Well, B, do you reckon you got enough proof now?
Hello, Meg.
Hi.
How's the new boy going?
Oh, he seems nice enough. Well, he was the one that found out about those goings-on in D block. What, did you hear about that?
No.
Oh, well, apparently Mouse and her gang were brewing up some grog, and he overheard them talking about it in the corridor.
Oh, very clever of the boy.
Well, I'm glad he got onto it so early. I shudder to think how I would have dealt with him if I'd had to after a night on the booze.
How long's he with us?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose it depends on Jim. Did you know that he and Jim worked together at Pentridge?
Oh, did they just? Well, I hope Fletcher doesn't try and convince Mrs. Davidson that we could use him here on a permanent basis. There are too many men around here already, if you want my opinion.
Come off it, Vera. There are only 2 of them.
Well, there's no place for men in a women's prison. First of all, they're too soft. And secondly, there's always the risk that they could get involved with one of the inmates.
That's ridiculous. They're paid to do a job, and if they don't do it properly, they get fired like anyone else. Personally, I think it's a good idea to have another man on the staff.
Well, I don't think you're in a position to judge. There's a lot more goes on around here that you don't know about.
Come in. Would you like a drink?
Oh, no, I won't, thanks.
You don't mind if I...
No. I'll only stay a minute. Mum's outside in the taxi. I just wanted to let you know that we got off. Suspended sentences. So at least you'll be able to get your bail money back.
I was never worried about that.
I'll be staying with Michael's sister until we can sort things out. I'll see you at Michael's trial, of course, but if there's anything I can do in the meantime...
Carolyn, There's something I want to say to you, but I don't really know how.
You don't have to explain.
Yeah, but I want to try. If I try to be logical about all this, I just get confused, so I'm going to have to rely on gut feelings, instinct. I know I want... Well, it's as if my life's like a jigsaw puzzle that's been smashed to pieces. I just don't know whether I'll ever be able to get it back together again. I'm sorry, my mind's all over the place.
No, go on.
Well, when something like this happens to you, you lose your confidence. It's as if you don't know what's right or what's wrong anymore. I mean, if you're just depressed, at least you can discuss it and try to look at things differently, but with this,
This seems like a hopeless piece of advice, but eventually time will help. You've got to believe that. I need some time too, Jim, so we both have to be patient. Good luck.
You know, Meg, I've been tired before, but I feel I could sleep forever.
Yes, the overtime does catch up with you eventually.
Good evening, ladies. Seems like I'm just in the nick of time. I dropped in to see Carrie and give her this lamp.
I'm afraid that's not possible, Mr. Austin. The visiting hours are over. If you'd like to leave the lamp here, I'll make sure that she gets it.
I quite understand your position,
It's
Mrs.
not
Davidson, but
my
it's most...
position, Mr. Austin. I was referring to the prison rules.
Yes, quite so, but if you'd let me explain, I've been desperately busy at the gallery all day. I don't want to over-dramatize the situation, but this could be a turning point in Carrie's career. It's most important she gets this present picture finished. I know you've been marvelously supportive to her here, and I appreciate it. But please consider my situation. It's most important that I get to see her.
I could take Mr. Austin through if you like.
Very well, but no longer than 5 minutes. We're very short-staffed at the moment, and it becomes increasingly important that we get our priorities right. I hope Vincent appreciates your devotion to her cause.
When you gonna give it to her, Bea?
Let her sweat for a bit.
I can hear you, Bea. And I am not sweating. It'd take more than you lot to give me a scare. What does hurt is the fact that you think I'm a lagger in the first place. Do you think Barnhurst is any different from here? Jesus, it's my first bloody week in jail. All right, I get special privileges, and I don't give a stuff if you have a go at me for that. But I am no bloody lagger.
What's going on in here?
Oh, Whitworth's favourite daughter shooting her mouth of about
Shut up,
nothing,
Smith.
as usual.
I'm sick of you lot and your petty squabbling. This place is becoming more like a hen house every day. Vincent, you've got a visitor.
I would like to smash that woman one day.
Just like you're going to smash Vincent, I suppose.
Did I hear right, Gilmore?
You don't usually waste any time, Bea. Vincent has a go at you and you just sit there.
Ah, well, that's because I'm getting smart. You see, I am going to get Vincent, but I'm going to do it without getting caught. However, I can take just so much. If you don't keep your mouth shut, I'm going to smash your face in. Anyone else got any good advice?
Now, I can't stress too highly the importance of tomorrow. Everyone's going to be there. The press, the critics, some very influential people. Now, exhibitions like this can make or break artists. There are going to be other artists represented too, but just relax. Don't be nervous, just be yourself. Your work speaks for itself.
Yeah, I'll try not to be nervous. Thanks, David. Oh, one other thing. What about something to wear?
What do you mean?
Well, I can't wear prison clothes.
Of course not, of course not. Well, I'll do something about it. I'll nip out and get you something very special. I'll knock it off your commission. Now, the masterpiece, will it be ready?
Yep. I'm just doing the final touches.
Excellent.
Oh, you won't forget about the dress, will you?
No, I won't, I promise.
Thanks.
Look after yourself and work hard.
Yeah.